What's going on, guys? So this is the day in the life of the Pixel 8a. If you are interested on my unboxing and first impressions, please check out the video that you'll see somewhere on the screen. But the time is now 8:18 a.m. and the battery is sitting at 100%. And you can see the fingerprint sensor works as usual. And I haven't fully set up the device yet. All my information has been transferred over. Just giving you a quick look at the back of the phone. But we got to give a word to our sponsor, which is nobody. One thing I did notice about the Pixel 8a is that there is this dot on the top right corner, and it's because of the 5G UC, there's not enough, I guess, space for that to fit, so they just end up putting a dot. So hopefully in a future update they fix that so I can at least see my cell service on the home screen. But we got to do our daily check in the morning of the top comment, and someone said just enabled my S24 process data settings, and you got a new subscriber. Thank you for sharing this. Looking forward for more information and updates. So giving you a like and a heart on that comment, and let's start with the rest of our day. So I was looking at Facebook Marketplace and noticed that someone was selling a Magic Keyboard and an Apple Pencil for a 12.9-inch iPad Pro. So I'm just going to quickly reply to them. And one of the things I love about Pixel devices is the dictation. Take a listen for yourself.
I'll do 120. Comment. How would you like the payment and when can I pick it up? Question mark.
It's one of the best in the game. I do think Samsung is decent as well as Apple, but Google is just in a league of its own. My setup has temporarily changed, and what I did was put my Mac Mini in the living room, so my TV is my new monitor. And to be honest, it works pretty great. And what I plan on doing this morning is getting the video ready of the Pixel 8a unboxing and first impressions, which you guys have already seen at this point. And so the video is uploading, and the only thing left to do is wait for it to process 4K. The time is now 8:27, and just responding to the Facebook message on the iPad Pro Magic Keyboard that I'm going to pick up later today. So just want to test out the dictation one more time. So let's have a listen. I accidentally pressed the like button.
What time works best for you? Question mark.
Perfect. Works every time. So I want to show you guys some of the settings that I'm using for the day. So the smooth display is on, so it goes from 60 to 120 hertz. And like in the rest of my day in the lives, I'm going to turn Wi-Fi off temporarily at the beginning of the day, just so we can get a better understanding of the battery life when it's using the regular cell service. See, up there right now it's showing 5G, but earlier this morning it was just a dot, so not sure what's with that UI experience when it comes to the Google Pixel 8a. The other thing that I want to do as well is connect some Bluetooth headphones to the device. So understanding how the battery life is impacted when listening to music or just streaming audio from the device. The Sonos Aces are coming in, so I will be doing a comparison video between the 1000 XM5s, the AirPod Pros Max, and the Sonos Aces. So if you also want to see a comparison on that, please get subscribed. So just going to finish the setup process with Sony on the headphones. Got my morning breakfast ready with yogurt, oats, and blueberries, and it is time to do some work. But before we do that, we got to do a quick battery check. It is 8:55 and the battery's at 94%. So I do work from home majority of the day, and for people who aren't aware, the phone does not get used that much during work outside of like the breaks that I do. So do keep that in mind if you don't see like a drastic drain in the battery. But overall, I'd say the first experience of using the Pixel 8a, it definitely feels like a Pixel phone. However, the quality department of the Pixel 8a just feels kind of lackluster and a little harsh compared to the previous generations. And I'll definitely talk about this more later in this video, but let's go ahead and do a quick battery check now that I have a quick break. So it is 9:35 and the battery is sitting at 91%. I'm just viewing my YouTube video that I want to post for the day on a smartphone just to see what it looks like and how it sounds. I have no idea how it's pulling up my old college schedule, so apparently I got to be at Krug Hall in 29 minutes for IT 216, which is our systems analysis and design class, but I got work to do instead. So, kind of want to talk a little bit more about the Pixel 8a. The phone does start at $500, but for any Pixel device, I would say never buy it at retail price. It's almost always going to be on sale. Google Fi has a lot of deals as well where you basically get the device for free. But even at the MSRP price tag, which is how we really should be judging devices, I think there are way better phones than this on the market. Yes, you're getting the Google experience and the camera that Google provides, but outside of that, it just doesn't really feel like a mid-range phone. But yeah, time is now 10:39 and the battery is sitting at 86%. So it's slowly trickling down, and the things that I need to do are make a thumbnail for the video that needs to be posted. So I'm going to do that real quick. Just going to set up the TV setup that I have. Sounded kind of a bit weird, but you guys get the gist of what I was going for. So yeah, I'm a one-man crew on this entire channel, so I'm doing the title, description, timestamps, getting all the links ready for the description and the affiliate links, getting the thumbnail ready, the tags, all that stuff. But you guys don't really care about that. Let's talk a little bit more about the Pixel 8a. All right, so I have a video scheduled that's going to be going out in about 15 minutes this Friday on the unboxing of this guy here, the Pixel 8a. And my thoughts so far, it's coming up to be 11 o'clock. It's mixed. I've always said that I loved the A series by Google, but this one seems in a weird spot compared to the previous generations. And I don't want to say it's a bad phone by any means, but I think Google just really knocked it out the park with the regular 8. And even though the differences are slight, those slight differences really do make the Pixel 8 a better phone overall. For example, the display. I've said this before, I don't really care about the bezels. The bezels are the least of my problems, but it's the finishing of the glass itself. The glass finish on the front of the regular Pixel 8, let me go pick it up real quick, wherever that is. Here it is. This guy right here, this finish on the display is just the best display I've used on a smartphone. Next to like the OnePlus and obviously the iPhone. Well, basically any flagship phone has like some of the best displays, but the 8 in particular is just special. It's a downgrade going over to the Pixel 8a. The cameras, I would say I'm not dissatisfied by any means. The face unlock is still there. The fingerprint sensor is pretty good. Wireless charging is still there. The charging speeds are fine for me. But for me, the biggest thing that I've noticed so far is the display. It's just, the regular 8 is just one of the best that I've used. But I'm going to continue using this device. I'm going to go on a quick walk outside. So going to test the brightness capabilities of using this, and also, you know, Bluetooth, using it with some music. 69 degrees. So let's go on a quick walk. And almost dropped it, by the way. But yeah. Transition. In typical Pixel fashion, the phone does get pretty hot outdoors, but I would say it's hotter than most smartphones. And I didn't even get to look at the battery department. I'll probably flip the phone back over. But the time is 11:27, and if I zoom in, please, cameraman. I know I'm a one-man show, but I gotta see what the battery life is like. I think I'm opening up an app just so you guys can see how the screen looks like outdoors. I'd say the camera's definitely masking it a little bit. It's slightly brighter than what you see right now, and the battery's at 76%. I got it at the very end. But yeah, back to work. Even though my video is scheduled to upload, I do have a day job that I got to take care of. And now the time has transitioned to 11:33. Battery sitting at 74%. And overall, once again, phone feels like a Pixel device, but kind of want to test out, you know, how fast pages load and whatnot, because I think that's a common thing that people do on their smartphone. So apparently the Pixel 9 release date is already in talks. So as you can see, things are rendering pretty quickly on the device. There's no real hitches or hiccups. And with the smoother display being enabled as well, it makes it for a pretty snappy and seamless experience. But yeah, apparently people don't care about the 8A anymore. All right, so now I'm testing out the camera on the Pixel 8a. So the footage you're about to see for the next minute or so is going to be all coming from the Pixel 8a instead. And if you didn't notice that I switched cameras, well, that's actually a pretty good thing because I've been recording with an iPhone 15 Pro Max this whole time. So for lunch, I am having a crab cake with salad, or it's salad with crab cake. I don't know why I said that backwards. But yeah, overall, I would say that the camera department of the Pixel 8a is really good. I don't know what it is, but it always feels like the A series of Google Pixel devices just kind of outshine the Pro models. Feels like the Pro is almost overcompensating for itself with all the different cameras and features it has. But the A series and the non-Pro devices just keep it simple. So I have a can opener opening up a can of corn, and now I'm going to transition to the front-facing camera of the Pixel 8a, test out the quality, but also test out the feature of the speech enhancement. So there's one thing that I want to test right now, and I have the can opener going off, and then the air fryer is also going off, but I have the speech enhancement turned off. So now I'm going to turn it on and see if there's any improvement where it drowns out the background noise. All right, so the speech enhancement is turned on, so the air fryer is still going off, and so is the can opener. So you guys let me know if any speech enhancement is doing anything better. I also believe Google has the ability to do this in post processing as well. So I don't know, we're gonna have to see if anything gets fixed with the speech enhancement, but it's pretty loud in the background right now. Here's a still shot of my lunch. Nothing too fancy. Gotta really commend Google with their camera department, but the time is now 1:32. Battery sitting at a solid 46%, so we're below the halfway mark, and we are. I don't want to say we're halfway through the day because I don't sleep till 12, so we have about 10 and a half hours left. But the one thing that I always forget about Pixel devices and the phone holders in cars is that the bottom volume rocker always gets hit and turns the volume all the way down. So always got to remember to push it up. But on my way to go pick up the Magic Keyboard from Facebook down in DC, brought my iPad just so I can make sure that everything works as intended. And I did take a couple shots as well with the Pixel 8a just to see what the camera quality is like. And I think this is going to be one of the top phones of the year when it comes to the camera department at this price point. But yeah, got to the meetup location. Time is 2 o'clock, and this is a luxury apartment. I have a bone to pick with luxury apartments. I'm kind of over it at this point. As great as they are, I feel as though it kind of just fades after a couple months, and it's really not worth it, especially with the amenities that you pay for. They don't really let you use it anyway. But anyway, this isn't a rant about luxury apartments. This is about the Pixel 8a. Someone's asking me where I'm at. Listen, man, I've been busy, but I'm back on the grind. So, got the Magic Keyboard with the Apple Pencil for 120 bucks. Think that's a pretty sweet deal, knowing that the Apple Pencil in itself is pricey and the Magic Keyboard is like 3 times the price. And I got it for 120, so sitting pretty happy on that. Gonna do a quick zoom in here on the Apple Pencil. Come on, one man crew, do your job. There we go. Apple Pencil etched on the end. So everything is valid. So the time is now 2:24, and the battery is sitting at 34%. So in about an hour, we lost almost 10% battery life. So the person asking me where I've been, I'm playing catch up in the YouTube space. So I'm walking to the Apple Store, picking up one of the iPads, and then I also had a pickup order at Best Buy for another iPad. I believe this is the iPad Air, so don't worry, the videos are coming. I know I've been on hiatus, but this is another cool thing. This photo was shot on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and this is the Pixel 8a. I want to say the Pixel 8a looks more true to life, and the iPhone 15 Pro Max has a little bit more saturation in its color. But moving on, the battery is sitting at 20. Come on, I already missed it. I think it was like 26%, and the time is 3:05. I will explain why the battery is dropping so fast, but don't forget, the phone price is $499. But yeah, I'll talk about why the battery is draining so fast at the end of the video. All right, so now I got to do a unboxing of all the different iPads, and the one that I want to pick is definitely the iPad Pro, of course, because that's the one that I have. Okay, so I am in the process of moving. It looks like this now, but trust me, the next day it was crazy. So the battery just hit that 20% mark right after work ended. Didn't want to waste your guys' time doing another time lapse. Time fast forward again, sitting at 7:31 p.m. time, and the battery's sitting at 15%. My friend actually came over. We're gonna go do some grocery shopping. He wanted to cook some pasta for me. Appreciate the nice dinner that was given to me. But sitting here on LTE, the websites load fairly quickly. No real complaints in terms of the rendering and stuff like that. But yeah, this was the pasta that he made me. And once again, time has flown by when you're having fun. So the time is 11:04 and the battery's at 9%. And we're going to get into the battery usage on this device because I do think it had a bit of an unfair test when it came to me using it. So it's 11:59, so we're at time before the next day rolls around. We're sitting at 7%. So let's go ahead and check over battery and see what's going on. Come on, Tensor G3. All right, so tethering. Let me explain. I don't know how it got enabled, but personal hotspot was on. Also, you can see the 7 hours of Apple Music was going on in the background as well. But yeah, somehow my personal hotspot was on, and I don't know what device was using it. But there was a connection that was holding on to it. Otherwise, the personal hotspot would have turned off. But yeah, if I view by systems real quick, just to get a different view of what happened, you'll see that the mobile network was about 4 hours of usage time. So definitely feel as though the battery drained much more than a regular device would on my day in a life. And since this is a similar processor and it's not as high end as the 8 or the 8 Pro, the battery life shouldn't be that bad. And you'll see, I think, right after this hour here, or I think 2 hours later, you'll see this is where a massive dip happened. Oh, I also used the camera as well, so that's another significant portion of where the battery died down a lot. But yeah, I'd say the video that I had on the Pixel 8 Day in a Life or the 8 Pro, check that out, and the battery life should be similar to what is expected here without the personal hotspot. But hey, even with personal hotspot, recording videos and such, I think the Pixel 8a pulled through pretty well. So that's it for the day in the life. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Appreciate every single sub, like, and comment. And as always, guys, much love.